Doctor, can you talk about bottled water a little bit? Is that any safer, or how do we know?
Well, if you could buy bottled water in some country besides the United States, you would know because other countries put a label on their water that says, how much calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, fluoride it has in it, bromine, and trace minerals. In our country, they tell you how much fat there is in your water and whether or not it's got any sugar in it. Well, this is a food label that the water companies resisted putting a bottled water label on it because they don't want to tell you. We've gone through and measured a bunch of waters, and Whole Foods, just about the same as tap water in terms of fluoride. How about Trader Joe's? Yep, same as tap water. Well, how about Arrowhead? Same as tap water. So might as well just take a hose and fill up the thing, put a lid on it, and sell it. What do you think? So we got terrible labels, and we've got companies that are willing to take advantage of that. Nice, clean looking label, and basically it's junk water.
What about the filters that you can buy at home, the filters that come in refrigerators, that you can put on your faucet, the ones you can put pitchers in the refrigerators, all sorts of filters that you can buy. Do those do anything in terms of taking things like fluoride out?
No. Those filters are predominantly made up of carbon, and carbon will remove some of your thihalmethanes and make your water taste better, but they don't remove any of the fluoride. Some people think you can get it out by boiling it. It actually makes it worse. The fluoride stays in the pot, so if you started out and put 2 quarts of water in to make a bowl of soup, and you boil it down to 1 quart, twice as much fluoride in the water that's left in the bowl because it doesn't leave in the steam. So there are waters that are made by steam distillation, and generally they're low in fluoride. You can use high pressure reverse osmosis, and they're generally low in fluoride as long as the membranes are good and it's high pressure. Low pressure doesn't remove hardly any fluoride at all. And so but the biggest problem is that once you put it in the water supply, it absorbs directly through your skin. So what are you going to do? How are you going to bathe the baby? Are you going to, go get bottled water for the baby? Are you going to take a shower? Are you going to, leave town to take a shower? It's exactly the same problem as the lead problem from exhaust pipes. If you've got, 100 million cars driving around spewing lead, it ends up in everything. It ends up on the soil. It ends up in your hair. It ends up in your lungs. If you've got municipalities putting silicon fluoride in the water, you end up with it in everything. It's in the beer. If you buy a local craft brewery, it's in your pasta. If you go to have lunch at your health food store, it's in your rice. If you go to the restaurant to have rice dinner, if it's in your bowl of soup, it's in everything. Everything that touches that water ends up contaminated with that silicon fluoride.